and welcome to this FPL Gameweek 33 team selection video with me, Holly Shand. I've got a planned free hit for next week, 2 free transfers to attack this one. Let's get this up to 500 likes and subscribe to the channel. Let's get into it. Game week 32 then brought another red arrow. I ended up on 58 points. I ended up rolling the transfer because I missed the price rise on Richarlison to Foden and I only had exact funds to do that. That worked out okay though because Foden was benched. I nearly took a hit to get Foden in, with Gusto being the other player to come in to free up the funds. Again, he wasn't in the squad. So in a way, I kind of got away with that. And it was a week where it was a difficult captain decision. I obviously went Captain Salah, who was my highest performing player. So that worked out. Not having Watkins and Saka, though, two of the highest owned players in the game, when they return was something that really punished me. And it's something that I'm going to have to endure for another few weeks yet. 2 clean sheets from the defence. I was hopeful for those. It was great returns from the midfield other than Barkley, who blanked. He was in for Richarlison, who did not feature. And Solanke blanked, but Haaland and Darwin both delivered in my forward line. Had Reguilon on my bench with a 9-pointer, 2 assists from him. I need to remember exactly how attacking a player he can be in the game, and I'm going to need to use that utility going forward. Now, I'm recording this video on Tuesday morning, and my biggest piece of advice is, unless you've got exact funds and are going to be priced out, try and hold on to your transfers until Friday. It's a massive week in Europe with quarter-final action. We've got Arsenal against Bayern Munich and Real Madrid against Manchester City tonight. And then on Thursday, Liverpool and West Ham are both in Europa League quarter-finals, and then Aston Villa face Lille in their Europa Conference League quarterfinals. Well, these are 2-legged ties, but anything can happen in terms of minutes, injuries, everything like that. So, you know, things are very fluid. So try and hold on to your transfers until Friday if you can. Transfer plans for me then. I've got 2 free transfers, 1.2 million in the bank, and it feels like deja vu because I'm planning that Richarlison to Foden move. Again, there was no point making it last week in the end because Foden didn't feature. But I'm building a team for the doubles later in the season because I'm free hitting in 34. Richarlison, even if he does come back in for Spurs, I'm not sure he's going to get a starting berth. We've seen Kulusevski cast out in recent weeks. So I still think there's credibility in going to Foden, who remains one of the highest scoring midfielders in the game this season. Luton at home, a fantastic fixture for him. To do that, I need to free up funds. I can still afford Pau Torres to Gusto. Gusto missed out in the Chelsea squad through illness at the weekend, but you'd expect him to slot straight back in. Chelsea, obviously 2 doubles before the end of the season. Gusto, 5 assists this season. Some good clean sheet potential. Now, I've got exact funds to do this. I am going to have to monitor price changes. But given that Richarlison's already fallen and the fact that Foden and Gusto both missed out last week, I don't think they're going to be as popular buys as maybe they have been a week ago. So hopefully I can get away with hanging off till Friday. But if I feel like I need to make the move early, then of course I will do. Team reveal time then, and it's an easy goalkeeper decision. I'm of course going to bench Kaminski away at City and play Flecken against Sheffield United at home. And there's going to be a lot of Luton on my bench this week because I'm not going to play Doughty either. By bringing in Gusto, I can also bench Branthwaite away at Chelsea. Attractive backline, all home fixtures. Gusto at home to Everton, Gabriel at home to Aston Villa, Reguilon at home to Sheffield United, all capable of attacking returns as well, which is what we like to see. Into the midfield, and Barkley is going to be on my bench. It's going to be a 3-4-3 again this week. Salah at home to Palace, Son away at Newcastle, Foden, new recruit, at home to Luton, and Palmer at home to Everton. And then it is going to be a double up on that City attack. I've got Haaland at home to Luton. I've got Darwin at home to Crystal Palace to double up on the Liverpool attack, and Solanke at home to Manchester United, who remain without some key players in the heart of their defence. So hopefully that will work in my favour as well for this week. When it comes to captaincy, it feels like it's another week that's wide open. Again, I kind of want to do something a little bit different from the norm because, again, I'm trying to make up ground in mini leagues, so I need to try and find some way of attacking and making that progress up. So there are plenty of players that I can consider. I mean, it's probably viable that I could captain anyone from my front seven. A lot's going to depend on what happens in Europe in midweek. Obviously, City at home to Luton is the most attractive fixture. And if Foden was starting, he could be an option. But I need to look at minutes for the likes of Haaland, Salah, Foden all midweek before I really commit to any of them with my armband. Obviously, Palmer's got the midweek off. He's at home to Everton, so he could be a nice option. And he is one that I'm weighing up, to be honest. I kind of want to see Haaland dominating the captain conversation before I go with Palmer. But Palmer has got attacking returns in all of the last 5 game weeks. The last time he blanked was against City away. So that's an encouraging stat going into this fixture. He did blank in a reverse fixture against Everton. So I'll probably lock in my captaincy when it comes to the press conference stream on Friday. But I don't know. I think right now I am tempted to go with Salah at home to Crystal Palace, who are struggling with their defence at the moment. And I feel like Salah in a home game is quite a nice one to back. But again, if he's playing a lot of minutes midweek, it may alter my thinking. So it's Salah Palmer is where I'm looking at the moment. But, you know, it could all change. If you found this video useful, then make sure you give it a like and subscribe to the channel as well. And any dilemmas, get in the comments. I'll try and answer as many as I can. I'll be back with the press conference stream on Friday at 1 o'clock. Do not miss it. Thank you for watching.